go down?
To the basement with Nick and Bootsy. This is Nick Thomas, along with Bootsy Hambone. And we are bringing you guys the best indie music in the world right here in the basement. Show 413 tonight. Happy Mother's Day to all them biker mamas out there.
Just the biker mamas?
Well, I think that includes about all of them right there.
Well, yeah. And to all the mamas to the four-leggeds, doggies and kitties and...
Oh, yeah.
All the mamas.
When I say biker mamas, I mean, when we were kids, we rode bicycles all the time.
That's true.
So I think every kid does.
Before you get started, we do have an announcement. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Well, everybody knows that we're live on Sunday nights, and we're also on Local Music Earth on Tuesdays. But beginning tomorrow, we are going to make our triumphant return to Insane Realm Radio.
Embrace the madness.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
So anyway, tonight we got a great lineup for your best indie music ever. Your ears are going to love you forever for this. Starting out the show with Ground Level Falcons from out of Alberta, Canada, doing a tune called The Tourist off their 2017 release, The New Wilderness. After that, Nick Hayward-Young from out of the UK, his 2019 release, Level, doing a song off of it called Joker Shoes. And after that, Oakridge Avenue, doing a tune called Endless Nights. They're from out of Ontario, Canada. And this is off their 2019 release, Endless Nights, as well, the debut album. Check this out. This is some of the best indie music ever. Ground Level Falcons.
Reader
The Basement Tape show with Nick and Bootsy is made possible by our sponsor, Byron Amplification. Byron Amps, we put our heart and soul into the handcrafted gear for working musicians, made to order right here in Columbia, Missouri. Tube amps, cabs, and pedals handmade to order. Our specialties are vintage sound off the beaten path with the versatility to help you find your voice. Go to ByronAmplification.com and see how we can help you find that tone you've always been looking for. It's a unique package customized just for you. Everybody's talking about Insane Realm Radio. Embrace the madness.
up into the sky at every star at home. I feel as though I look into her soul. Now I can say for me in all its wonder and sighs, bitten by the wind in open skies, that the truth I see brings tears to my eyes. Soon you'll find you came too close, flying high, feeling low.
That ended rather abruptly, did it not?
It did, but it was cool. Good stuff right here in the basement. That's the best indie music ever. Well, let's see. That was a little bit of Oakridge Avenue. Before that, Nick Hayward-Young, and started out with Ground Level Falcons. Good stuff right here in the basement, and we still got some great stuff lined up for you. But again, happy Mama's Day out there to all you cool moms that do so much for us kids. I wish I was a kid
Kids
again.
forever. You know what? When you got a mama, you're a kid.
That's right.
You're always
That's
a kid.
Right. Yeah, she'll always say, if you could be 70 years old, and if your mom's still alive, she'll be telling you, you're still young.
You're still the kiddo.
That's pretty cool. Bootsy, what have we got lined up next?
We got lined up a little band out of Brescia, Italy, called PlastogeniA, doing their 2019 single, Sensational. We're following that up with Dublin, Ireland artist Robert O'Connor. From his 2019 Real Good Fight release, the title track, Real Good Fight. And we're going to wind it all up with Spectoral out of Melbourne, Australia, off of their 2018 An Incorruptible Dreams release, a little tune called What You Want. This is PlastogeniA.
Living in sunshine between the skyline. Don't let me down. Leave me alone. Living in sunshine under pressure. Don't let me down. Bring me around. So close is light. So far away, I can still believe on my freeway. So close to a new time when I will destroy my nightmare. My heart dreams sensational. like a rainbow on sea. Living in sunshine between the skyline. Don't let me down. Leave me around. Living in the sunshine under pressure. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. My heart dreams sensational. My life will be sensational.
You're listening to Nick and Bootsy on the Basement Tapes, the best indie show in the world.
I close my eyes to go to sleep, but my mind is wide awake and dreaming. I think about who I might be, 'cause sometimes things they don't work out. But I know that in the universe there's a bigger plan for me. And sometimes I feel just like I'm cursed, but I'm not the only man to ever question my worth. But I know that I'll come through the other side, and you better believe I'm strong enough to put up a real good fight. Sometimes you don't realize how dark it's been until you see the light again. I open my eyes to try again, and it's true what they say, it's always better in the morning. Yeah, think about who I wanna be, always trying to hustle harder than the guy that's next to me. But I know, for better or for worse, God's got a bigger plan for me. And sometimes I feel just like I'm cursed, but I'm not the only man to feel rejected and hurt. But I know that I'll come through the other side, and you better believe I'm strong enough to put up a real good fight. Sometimes you don't realize how dark it's been until you see the light again. But I know that I'll come through the other side, and you better believe I'm strong enough to put up a real good fight. Sometimes you don't realize how dark it's been until you see the light again. And I know the mountain's gonna be real steep, but I gotta have faith, I've got to believe. But I know that in the universe there's a bigger plan for me. And sometimes I feel so unrehearsed, But in life the best things happen when you're most unprepared. And I know that I'll come through the other side. And you better believe I'm strong enough to put up a real good fight. Sometimes you don't realize how dark it's been until you see the light again. But I know that I'll come through the other side. And you better believe I'm strong enough to put up a real good fight. Sometimes you don't realize how dark it's been until you see the light again. And you will see the light again.
Hi, this is Spectoral from Australia, and you're listening to Nick and Bootsy on the Basement Tapes.
Scene one, take two. Didn't capture the right mood. What they said is true. It's still painful to go through. Overrun by the fear of another no. Feel the push in the air, not a fatal blow. No, the failure is not a cloud around me yet. Sweaty palms when I'm facing the piano. Is it effortless? Is it a fiasco? But I'm saying to you, I'm not done around here yet. So this is not a love song, is it what you want? This is not a go to home, is it what you want? This is not a lotus poem, is it what you want? This is not an undertow, is it what you want? This is not a club song, is it what you want? This is not a power show, is it what you want? All I do is write my fears and I hold my tears through a thin veneer till it disappears. So can I? My face feels aged. Dark lines to a blank page. Oh yeah. My chest's in pain. White shirt with the blood stain. Oh yeah. I don't mind what I feel when I'm in the zone, and I learn not to fear how to be alone. But the demons in me are not done around here yet. No. Find it hard when I'm feeling just a lot of low. They never sing about depression on the radio, but I'm saying to you, I'm not done around here yet. So this is not a love song, is it what you want? This is not a go to home, is it what you want? This is not a lotus poem, is it what you want? This is not an undertow, is it what you want? This is not a club song, is it what you want? This is not a power show, is it what you want? All I do is write my fears and I hold my tears through a thin veneer till it disappears. So can I? And to everything I'm so close not to feel it. I can't work out if I'm doing it right or I'm doing you wrong. So I've been working through the long, long nights. I've been working through the long, long nights. I've been working through the long, long nights to conceal it. So this is not a love song, is it what you want? This is not a go to home, is it what you want? This is not a lover's poem, is it what you want? This is not an undertow, is it what you want? This is not a club song, is it what you want? This is not a power show, is it what you want? All I do is write my fears and I hold my tears through a thin veneer till it disappears. This is a love song, is it what you want? This is just a butter roll, is it what you want? Just a little domino, is it what you want? Is it what you want? Is it what you want? This is not a love song, is it what you want? This is not a go to home, is it what you want? I just want to understand how our lives are planned. Be a better man, more than I can stand. So can I?
That was the excuse to get up close to your boyfriend at the senior prom and rub on each other.
I love a good belly rub song.
That was
like that.
Spectoral. Before that, it was Robert O'Connor, and the beginning of the set was PlastogeniA. And now it's time to turn this show over to Nick for a little bit.
Well, thank you, Bootsy.
You're welcome.
By the way, how's Bootsy doing tonight for Mama's Day?
Oh, I suppose I'm okay.
All right. Just making sure. All right. Hey, it is the time for Nick's Picks. This is the time of the show that I get to bring you guys something that it's probably from a signed artist, but you know me, I love the B-side stuff. And this, I got to turn you guys on to this band every once in a while through the years. This is a couple of tunes that I don't think I've played yet by Starcastle. It was what's the name for those bands? They did not spontaneous rock, more very, very
progressive rock.
Progressive rock, something like that. Anyway, great band for that stuff. This is off their 1977 album Citadel. Two of my favorite songs off the album. The first one is Change in Time, and the second one is Could This Be Love? Now, this Could Be Love almost made it to the Billboard back then, but it might have, as a matter of fact. I'll have to look that up. But one of my favorite bands, it's the first band I actually ever saw in concert back when I was a kid. And they came out on stage with the strobe lights going. Everything was lit up. It was crazy. They went into this progressive rock stuff that just blew my mind. So I think you're going to like it. Starcastle doing a little Change in Time.
And morning brings her life. The planet's never-ending cycle. Darkness now to light. Keepers of the planet have chosen to ignore her life support systems as well as the ocean floor. Change in time when the poets rhyme. Your future is at hand. The secret of the Andes can help save the life of man. Moments with the mentor you've chosen to ignore. Her life support systems will not handle anymore. Change in time when the poets write. In question. chosen to ignore the secret of the Andes as well as the ocean floor. Change in time, bend the poet's rhyme. A line so fine is the planet's balance in question.
And now for something completely different.
Digger Dave was a friend of mine, got himself into a bit of a mess one time, minding his business, drinking his wine when he heard a shotgun blast. It wasn't anything he hadn't heard before, but then that girl Christine came crying through his door screaming, "Yukon Jack told me to get rid of this thing fast." Yukon Jack and Digger Dave sounds like a couple of names that I might have just made up, but I'm telling you, this is the truest story I tell. She set down the gun, took off running, Digger Dave followed and soon come up on that Death Wish kid from Michigan. He's laying there shot up all to hell. He'd had a death wish since they come up from the lower 48, and they'd all been drinking vodka for 2 days straight. When the fist fight started, it was already too late for anyone to keep any peace. No one could remember what the fight was about, but by all accounts the kid pulled the first gun out. Self-defense beyond a shadow of a doubt is what they all agreed to tell the police. Digger Dave said, no, y'all are on your own with this. Walked over to AJ's and drank himself pissed. Cop yellow tape was strung out all over the place when he finally come walking back out. A victim of circumstance, if ever there was one. Last time I saw him, he said that he had just done a year and a half for what he called letting that crazy bitch into his house. Got a new song about it though, sang it for me behind the club. It said, crazy woman blues, I got the crazy woman blues, I got the crazy woman blues. I never should've let her into my house. That's it, it's like crazy woman blues. I got the crazy woman blues. I got the crazy woman blues. I never should've let her into my house. Is just far enough. You gotta go a little bit too far and then back up and hope hard luck ain't on your side. The town council had already planned to meet about all the drinking and drugging down there on Brunel Street. Met a little bit too late, I guess, at least for that kid that died. Crazy woman blues, crazy woman blues, crazy woman blues. I never should let her run to my house. I got crazy woman blues, the crazy woman blues, crazy woman blues. I never should have let her in the house.
That was a little Todd Snyder right there. One of his pretty new album, well, 2012 album, Agnostic Hymns and Stoner Fables right there. That's pretty cool stuff right there. He does tell a good story. But we got some great indie music lined up for right now. Bootsy, what do we have lined up for this last set?
We have out of Nashville, Tennessee, the Digital Drug, doing a tune called Barroom Heartthrob off of their 2019 release, Going Under. After that, dun, 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 dun. I need one of those like big MGM lines for this. We have another song off of the soon-to-be-released Okayest by the Many Colored Death out of Columbia, Missouri. Tonight we have a tune called Orbit Astray. And by the way, their album release show is coming up on May 24th at Rose Music Hall, and it's going to be a good one. Anyway, we're going to end that setup with Tiki Brawlers out of Kansas City, Missouri, off of their 2019 release All Night Right, a little song called Good Things Come. Right now it's The Digital Drug.
Hi, we are the Mini-Colored Death, and you're listening to The Basement Tape Show with Nick and Bootsy on the radio.
Hey y'all, this is Chris Johnson of Chris Johnson and the Back Row Revival. You're tuned in to Nick and Bootsy right here in the basement.
You and I to get from A to Z. There's a lot of steps in between, and I'm not gonna get hung up on the details yet. Cause I'm into you, it's plain to see, and it's obvious you're into me. There's an instant attraction here, even though we just met. And good things come can't be wrong. And good things come out of those who wait. So don't mind me, oh, if I hesitate. And good things come out of those who wait. And I've got the feeling you're worth waiting for. And good things come out of those who wait. So don't mind me, oh, if I hesitate. And good things come out of those who wait. And I've got the feeling you're worth waiting for.
I love it in the basement. Hell yeah. Nick and Bootsy, we love ya.
Thank you.